Who was behind social media trolling campaigns? That's what Christopher Boozy, CEO of Bot Sentinel, a nonpartisan platform developed to classify and track bots and trolls, is trying to figure out.
What we're looking for is the coordinated attacks, the coordinated smear campaigns, because we're then trying to understand, well, what is it that's driving this stuff? And yes, a lot of it is race. A lot of it is about misogyny. It's just a cesspool of just craziness.
Bot Sentinel has tracked millions of Twitter users, some spreading misinformation and conspiracy theories. The platform's list of unsafe accounts is free to the public. Boozy says recent victims of coordinated social media attacks include Vice President Kamala Harris, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former First Lady Michelle Obama, even teenage climate change activist Greta Thunberg.
You are pointing out women. You're pointing out, in some cases, women of color. You're also pointing out women who tend to have political views that skew left. Do you see this on on more conservative sides?
Look, disinformation and targeted attacks isn't exclusive to one side or the other. Both sides engage in this. The difference is it's overwhelmingly from one side to the other. We do see attacks from the left to the right, but it's predominantly right to left, and it's predominantly women and women of color.
Bot Sentinel's latest report digs deep into accounts spreading hate and misinformation about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
They're set up specifically to defame her, to vilify her. Some of these accounts, you're talking about 300-400 tweets per day, specifically about her and Harry. So it's pretty bad.
Who has time to do 300 or 400 tweets a day?
The average person is not tweeting 300 times a day. The average person is not spending literally every day tweeting about a specific topic or person. So it's either one person who's not getting a lot of sleep or multiple people using the same account. And we found quite a few accounts like this. So that's one of the signs we look for when we are looking for coordinated activity, where we're looking at people that are, part of a smear campaign.
Bot Sentinel's investigation uncovered over 300 accounts made specifically to spread hate about the Duchess of Sussex. They isolated 55 accounts that create original anti-Meghan content. That is amplified by 30 secondary accounts, which is then shared and retweeted by hundreds of others.
One particular account that we found that's tweeting about the Duchess of Sussex was pretty much tweeting 4 to 5 to 6 times, sometimes within a minute, which is insane.
According to Boozy, trolls are getting organized away from Twitter before launching their coordinated attacks.
And it's much harder for companies like Twitter to stop this because it does not look in the face of it as coordination. These accounts swarm almost at the same time, and they flood the tweets with just some of the most horrific stuff.
Boozy hopes Bot Sentinel's investigations will help people learn to navigate online hate and recognize which accounts are safe to engage with. And despite its faults, he still thinks Twitter is one of the better social media platforms.
We have to really sit down and think about how we are going to make platforms safer for individuals to be able to, talk without fearing offline threats and things like that. Because just remember, a lot of the stuff that's happening on these platforms are spilling into our neighborhoods.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm TC Newman.